pronouns. Rats on first Jeffrey. 3. Hi, everyone. I know we are early and off schedule, but I wanted to go live a little early today as this weekend is nutter butters for me. Fury, thank you for the resub. I am trying to do some quick code wrangling before stream, lol. Okay, someone do the quest report, please. 3. I lifted the cap for a sec.
Huh. Huh. My stream deck decided to break while I was doing my entrance. Hold on. What? That's so annoying. Delete. Hold on. Let me close this. We'll do it again. We'll do it live and we'll do it again. This is my affiliate anniversary. I don't want to mess this up. Okay, we're starting. I will get caught up on chat in 1 second. I see some really amazing messages in there. Give me a sec. Whoa, too slow, Magna Gnome. I caught this one. I guess it looks like you're out. Sorry. All right. Hold on 1 sec. Backwards. Well, hello there, heroes. I didn't see you there. Oh, I was just in the middle of doing fairy things, and I saw you had arrived, so I've deigned to drift down gently and grace you with my presence. Good morning, everybody! Hello. For those of you on the West Coast, good morning. For those of you on the East Coast, why'd you sleep so late? You can't do that. You can't be sleeping that late, you know? I'm just kidding. I slept until like 11:30. So hi, everybody. Thank you for coming to my 5th affiliate anniversary, apparently. I don't normally celebrate these, but Twitch gave me the pop-up, so. So let me get caught up in chat. Let me say hi to everybody. Also, Super Plink, you made a complete shader. Did you see the thing that my wings are doing? That's a shader. Super Plink, that's incredible. Congratulations. Shader math is complicated because it's like programming, but with a very limited instruction set. That's so cool. Hi everybody who checked in. That's a lot of you. Hi, Drazov. Happy, merry affiliate whatevers. Must go but leaving a lurk. Hell yeah, Drazov. Good luck doing evil wizard things. Soda Pop, hi, hello. Nice to see you. Super Plink as well. Hello. Axe, hello. Hi. I'm waving frantically, just like you. Look who's photographing. Huh? To you as well. Stoffamil, salutations. Nog Baby, Ack, to you as well. Nova, hello, howdy, partner. How y'all hanging in there? Y'all digging in them trenches? Pseudoplex, hello, welcome in. Magna, I already said hi to you because I caught your dodgeball, but hello again, Magna. Does that everybody? Click Flynn, congratulations! Thank you. Thank you, versary. Hobbert Nobbert. I see Hobbert Nobbert in there with the blankies. That's a good blankies day. It's a good blankies day. I'm a little sick today. I don't know how long I'm gonna last. My throat's already sore. My goodness, if it isn't my favorite companion fairy, I don't even have to be your favorite, Noelle. I don't even have to be your favorite. I'm yours. I'm your companion fairy. Did we get everybody? Potate! Hello! Hello, Tate, Potate. Mona. Hello, Mona. Nice to see you as well. Did I get everybody? Nice shot. Hi, everybody. It's nice to see you. Welcome into my 5th affiliate anniversary. What a crazy thing to have happen today. I started streaming in September 5 years ago. I got affiliate exactly 1 month after my first stream. I don't know why it celebrates it in December, but it celebrates it in December, so this is when we celebrate it. It actually happened in October. Weems, hello, Your Majesty, and also Shanna. Hi, Shanna. Shanna, good morning. It's good morning for you. Good morning. Do you remember starting your streams in September? No, I don't. And Twitch apparently doesn't either. It's a Krampus mackerel. Still morning here. Good to see you. Good to see you as well. I'm here. I'm live. I was gonna do Scaly Saturday, and then I was setting up, and then it was like a happy affiliate anniversary, and I was like, well, I can't do a Scaly Saturday on my affiliate anniversary. I gotta be me. We just did this big old fundraiser. We gotta celebrate. Happy Decemberween. Twanbois. The song does reference December too. That's true. I don't know all the lyrics to it. Oh, hi, Slyman.
Your affiliate anniversary being celebrated in December sounds like fairy bullshit.
Fairy bullshit. Yeah, good call, Slyman. So sometimes the days run together. You know, when you're Scrampy 11 years old, individual days have less meaning. You know. It's Pixie Saturday. It's Sprightly Saturday. Do a Scaly Tuesday. I might. I don't know. I don't know what the plan is for next week. Next week is going to be awesome because I have nothing planned. Like, this weekend, I have like 5 things to do this weekend that are all on a timetable. I have Expanse Enduring. I have 2 visits with friends scheduled. I have today's stream. I have a bunch of things I need to work on. Some of which I'm not ready to share with anybody else. But I did stay up really late working on something really cool last night. So I hope you get to see it. The P is silent, so it's actually Ixie Saturday. Yeah, just like with a cat, we have natural predators and we need to keep the P silent. Sylvan Saturday's that's pretty straightforward, yeah. Sylvan Saturday? It's a language in D&D, did you know that? We speak Sylvan. I mean, I won't speak Sylvan to you, but sometimes me and the other fairies will speak Sylvan to each other and we'll giggle about stuff, like behind your back. Personally, you pee really loud. No, P is the letter that just goes. It doesn't have a sound in it. It just goes. And you probably should see a doctor. So good morning, everybody. It's nice to see you. What do we got planned for today? Well, I wanted to yap a little bit. I wanted to gab with you and discuss how things are going with everybody and see how y'all are feeling. And then we're probably going to pick up a biotic factor again. Maybe the abiotic factor, but maybe just a biotic factor. I don't know. Pronunciations are weird. But we'll see, because I was having a lot of fun with that game, and Dr. Thule is still sitting there on that bench, so... Some people say Sylvan sounds like Welsh, except the Welsh, you know that it does absolutely not. Yeah, there's that one town name I still can't pronounce, but I can say my true magically binding full name. Hesper, Lamina, Lightwing, Lasiduous, Temporary, Alexandria, Mimi, Vivian, Moet, Choco, Taco, how about now everything are better than expected? First driver of time and 10 minutes later, Taco, just want to book your auditoria, Lilyhuff. Which I think is at this point longer than that town's name in Wales. Also, heyo, Ayo, thank you for the happy affiliate anniversary. How are you doing today? How's your day going? I hope you're having a good one. I'm gonna have a little hydrate, because boy, my throat's scratchy already. Or just Hesper if you prefer. No, Soda Pop. It's my affiliate anniversary. Just like my birthday, or during the yearly queerly holiday sanctuaries, you're required to use my full name to address me. Those are the rules. You can't talk to me otherwise. Unless I say it before you. Unless you say it before me, which this girl did. She did. She cut me off during the Fixery fundraiser and said my magically binding true name. I hope you understand what that does, Noelle. I'm yours now. You took a nice long walk and got coffee. Now you get to watch this lovely stream. This lovely stream! I like the call out. I like the lamp shading. A mouse folk librarian. Hey, that sounds rad. I love taking a walk. I haven't taken a walk in a long time. I don't live in a particularly walky neighborhood. The sidewalks are garbage, and it's not like the best neighborhood in the world, so I don't normally walk here. I have a walking pad, but it's not the same, you know? Well then, hi there, Hesper, Lamina, Lightwing, Lasiduous, Temporary, Alexandria, Mimi, Vivian, Moet, Choco, Taco, how about now? Everything went better than expected. First driver for time and 10 minutes later, Taco, Toronto, Buddy, Ricky, Gratitoria, Lilyhuff. Damn, Max! Damn, Max, thank you for respecting my full magically binding true name. Look at that! Look at that! You figured it out! You've solved the puzzle! The labyrinth is complete! You can now escape. You can now... I will tell you the secret of escaping. There exist 2 crossed lines at degrees 45. In the top right, the northeast, we're at a map of your window. Press upon these with thine small rodent, and thou shalt be free from the stream. But dost thou truly wish this? Dost thou truly wish to be free? Or is thy mind already entangled with that of the companion fairy, yours? Perhaps thou shalt choose to remain just a moment longer. Just a fleeting breath more to gaze upon the fairy's countenance with eyes of honey and hair of roses. Perhaps thou wishest to remain. The law of the lefts. Yes. Well, like ask a mouse folk which way is north. Did you remove hydropuncture? Yes, I did. Misa claimed that a while ago, Lance. I made a big deal out of this. Misa claimed that like 2 months ago. Whoa, it's Ven! 2 months? 3 months? When did Misa play Hades and beat Lerny? Van, hello! Happy affiliate anniversary, cool fairy. Van, thank you so much for the raid. Hi, Van. Hi, Venatrix. Hello, welcome. It's wonderful to see you. Hi, Raiders. Raiders, if you came in, what's your favorite part of Ven's stream? What was the most fun? What's the most fun thing you guys did? What's the most fun you all did today thing that you did? Hello! I just speaking... My Shakespearean candor is truly flawless, but speaking in the modern cadence, this doth bewitch me. Hesper, can I have your name? No, you cannot have my name, but you may call me Chat. Sometimes a fairy doesn't need to make a pact to take it. That's the truth of fairy magic. We pretend we have to ask so that you'll feel safer, but we don't have to ask. Most of us are strong enough to just take it. It's just more fun if you give us permission and we trick you. God damn it, your cat is sitting on your mouse pad. Well, looks like you never get to use your mouse again. Do pet your cat for me though, please, because I can't pet missiles, so please pet your cat. But then, how was your stream? Are you saying consent isn't a thing for the Fae? When it comes to sexuality or personal freedoms, absolutely. When it comes to pranking your ass, no way. When it comes to pranking your ass, no. No, the Fae get a pass by context. If you're hanging out with a fairy, that's expected. That's like hanging out with a person made of uranium and complaining when you get gamma poisoning. Like, you just don't, that's just the way we are. You know this about us. Huh? Oh, that's 2 raids in a row? Hold on. Number one, Ven, please tell me how your stream went. Number 2, hello, Raiders. Hi, Teacup Unicorn. Thank you so much for the raid. Hi. Thank you so much for dropping in, bringing your wonderful community by. How you doing? Teacup Unicorn? Thank you for being here. Thank you for the raid. I'm drowning in rupees. These are rocks. Thine riches be piled upon yon head, just as riches are placed upon yon countenance by thine ephemeral beauty, second only to vengeful Athene and Aphrodite. I wouldn't fuck with comparing myself to Athene and Aphrodite. I don't FW that. I do not FW that. I'm not getting snake hair, okay? You would simply dodge the Gamma missions like a Touhou player. That's true. They can walk between the raindrops. That is what you do in Touhou. But welcome in, Raiders. Hi, Teacup Unicorn. Hi, Venatrix. Hello, everybody who came in with those 2 lovely raids pretty much at the same time. Welcome. My name is Hesper Lightwing, and I am your companion fairy, here to fill up your hearts and help you lock on. There it is. To slay your way to a brighter day. You can call me by my magically binding true name if you like, since today is my affiliate anniversary, according to Twitch, which is false, but it is according to Twitch my affiliate anniversary. You can call me by my magically binding true name, which is of course Hesper, Lamina, Lightwing, Lasiduous, Temporary, Alexandria, Mimi, Vivian, Moet, Choco, Toka, Halban, Al, everything got better than expected, first driver for time and 10 minutes later, Taco, Call, Fetch, Swan, over to Raditoria, Lilyhuff. But Hesper's fine too, I understand. But yes, consent is a thing for the Fae. We're big on consent when it comes to sexuality or personal freedoms. We don't care when it comes to pranking you. And pranking you is like, oops, I forget what my mother's face looked like, and I go, hee, and then I have it. I get to pleasantly remember your mother. Happy Hesper, Lamina, Lightwing, Lasiduous, Temporary, Alexandria, Mimi, Vivian, Moet, Choco, Toka, Halban, everything got better than expected. First driver for time and 10 minutes later, Taco, Call, Fish, Swan, over to Raditoria, Lilyhuff Day. You didn't miss it either. Mana, you killed it. Perfect, well done. Stream went well. We were being an angry machete-wielding explorer in Fallout New Vegas. Woo! You know, Fallout New Vegas is one of the Fallout games I've never played. I've played most of them. I've never played New Vegas. I should. I really should at some point. I have it installed. I was set up to do some streams and I just canceled it. I wasn't in the mood for it, but it's definitely on my list. But machete wielding is a good way to go. When it comes to Bethesda games on this channel, If you know, you know. Happy anniversary. Thank you, Teacup Unicorn. Thank you. That's your first time chat. Hey, that's your first time chat. Thank you so much for the first time chat. I really appreciate that. I hope you had a really good stream. I hope it went really well. I hope you had a good time. What'd you do? Tell me about it. You were kind of the creepy monster you sometimes dream of being when you're not a librarian. Listen, it's spooky season somewhere, right? It's spooky season somewhere. Somewhere there's a grove in the woods with like 9 Christocentric trees facing each other, and one of them has a big old pumpkin on it, okay? You can be spooky season whenever you want to be. My condolences to anyone suffering from the Fallout 4 update. Fallout 4 update? In the year of our mother 2025? Wait, what? Anomatri 2025, the Fallout 4 update? But my birthday season. Your birthday season can be spooky season, Noelle. That your birthday season is December and your name is Noelle has not escaped me, but I want to be really clear. You need to play goddamn Deltarune! Girl! Play Deltarune! I demand it. And the clown horn soundeth in the deep. It's a great game. Oh, Fallout? Yeah, I've seen people play it before. I've managed to avoid spoilers. I know like a little bit about the plot line of it, but I'm told it's Skyrim before Skyrim. Skyrim just aped its whole shit, but it does kind of make sense. You're beginning to think Hesper runs on Roger Rabbit logic sometimes, able to get out of bindings, but only when it's funny. Yes! That's it, MP! Okay, I could do you another diagram if you want. You want another diagram? I can explain how the magic works. If you want to know. I can explain how the magic works in Enum. I showed you the element wheel last time, but I can explain the function of magic. If you want. Hyper play Undertale Yellow. No, don't make me play things. I make you play things. Oh no, and it's a fan game. I'll be really sad it's not canon. But it kinda is, because Tony Fox said it kinda is. You did some Minecrafting, finally got a horse. Oh, look at your horse. Your horse is amazing. That's so rad. Minecraft is such a weird animal because you'll play it, right? And you'll put in like 600 hours into making a super cool, like 8-block wide cobblestone highway system in survival mode between all of your friends' bases on a server.
We're making you play things because of the Fat Fraser, though.
Yeah, I already have too many of them, Slimin'. And so, and then that server shuts down, or the version update makes it not viable anymore, and you play in a new world. And then your 600-hour project is gone. And then you build out a whole underground city with like in survival mode with an underground arboretum with like 4 different groves in it. Full underground cavern you dug out of the cobblestone and dirt yourself. And then that server shuts down too. And then someone will be like, come play Cobblemon with me. And I'll be like, but you know, I like Minecraft. I do, I really do. I just, blah. So getting a horse, that's a good goal. Building a 600-hour highway network, less of a good goal. Getting a horse is a great goal. Well, Raiders, if you came in, welcome in. We follow kobold rules around here, and that means if you gotta go get snack, nap, or shiny, please don't feel obligated to stick around. But we're gonna play some Abiotic Factor probably in a bit, once we're done yapping about TTRPGs and fun stuff, and Deltarune and what else? I was gonna say something else. They updated the newest version, and it's a massive buggy mess. People's DLCs are getting deleted. Also, hi Val, thanks for the happy anniversary. That's a kobold! Oh. Alright. Here. Is this what you want? Is this what you monsters wanted? There. Now I'm in a jar. Thanks. Thanks, you monsters. You know, there's no air holes in this. It's just a cork. You know that, right? It's just a cork. Yeah, I'll just lay in these rupees. It's a big thing you smell a lawsuit for in future. A law? No, but there's no loss. No lawyer's gonna take that. No lawyer's gonna take that. They're just gonna patch it. They're gonna fix it, and then their legal obligation will be ended. It's Ren's fish. You can't have it. That's accurate. So you took a class on composing music at a music conservatory in your last 2 years of high school, and they would always get annoyed when you used a vibroslap, which was very funny. I don't know what a vibroslap is. Arboretum? Is that like when we have multiple burritos? Yes, arboretum. Clever. Well played. I like that. You have a huge hole in the ground. I love a huge hole in the ground. The game is named for that. You crafted the mine. Congratulations, you won. You won. You're free now. You did it. So their last big massive update was deleting DLC 2 because it deleted yours and you haven't touched Fallout 4 since. I mean, if people are losing their DLC, they have to get that back. Or yeah, I guess that would be a lawsuit waiting to happen. But then it's going to be a legal threat and then they patch it back in. So, and then there won't be a lawsuit. They'll just be like, yo, we're going to sue you. And they'll be like, nah. You're going to go off for a second, but Bethesda customer support is ass. You ask them to help and they won't just... Okay, if you have documentation on that, Weems... If you have documentation on that, that's newsworthy. That's actual newsworthy. Fiber slap is, you think, the one with the ball you slap and the metal loop handle that connects to a little resonance chamber? Hold on. Jugal. Let me... Vibra slap. Okay, wait. It's a video from 2011 with a very, very unfortunate picture. All right, let me get this capture up. Where's my YouTube capture? Where's my browser capture? There it is. Boop, 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 boop. Look at this video. It's in 3:4. Like, that's how old you know this video is. We're gonna watch a YouTube video and learn what a Vibra Slap is. Pause this. Percussion how-to Vibra Slap with Mark Shelton. All right, let's see. Oh, I know what this is.
The Vibra Slap.
Can we talk about this person's aura? Can we talk about the amount of aura this person just exuded in 3 seconds of hitting a Vibra Slap? Look at this body movement. Leaning in.
The Vibra Slap.
Dominant pose. Absolute dominant energy. Vibra Slap dominance. Yeah, this is Willem Defriend. That's Willem Defriend.
Interesting story with the Vibra Slap.
Okay, hold on. I'm buckled in for your interesting story with the
People
Vibra Slap.
use the jawbone of an animal for an instrument. Scraping the teeth.
Scraping the
loosening
teeth.
and then striking the instrument so that the teeth rattle. Eventually, the company Latin Percussion produced the Vibra Slap in order to approximate the sound of the jawbone.
It's a very silly instrument.
Did you catch that?
Woo! Woo! Your pupils are so dilated. Why are your pupils so dilated? Stop! Please stop leaning in. This is threatening. This is a deeply threatening aura. It's a very, very threatening aura.
The word approximate.
The word approximate. You feel like you're pointing out a flaw in my logic right now, and your pupils have gotten somehow narrower.
I'm laying some vocab on you.
Hesper
Eventually,
don't
the
fall
company
in.
Latin Percussion developed the Vibra Slap in order to approximate.
He's got some
the sound
Jareth in
of the
him. He
jawbone.
does got some Jareth in
Check it
him.
out.
You think you can master the Vibra Slap with a clear mind? But he's just snorting pixie dust.
I can get a long tone holding the instrument like this.
What do you mean tone?
Loosely, so I don't inhibit a lot of the vibrations. And then striking the ball with my palm.
Okay.
For a short tone, I'm going to grab the instrument like this.
Well, look at the way. Look at his hand position. Look at this
For a
deliberate.
short tone,
Watch his hand. Whoop whoop
I'm gonna grab
boop.
the instrument like this. And keep my palm.
Wait, hold on. What's this move? Watch this. Okay. For a short tone, 1, 2, 3. That's a 3 count. And then
the instrument like
for the
this.
4 count, He shows you that he's grabbing it on both sides. In case you didn't know, he's grabbing it on both sides. Don't say he likes me. Don't say he likes me when he's making me feel this threatened. That thing might as well be a friggin' knife. I'm feeling unsafe in my own stream right now. Both sides though, he's got it on both sides.
And keep my palm in contact with the ball.
I mean, it's kind of rad.
Off that ball, get a medium sound.
Oh, a medium sound. You know, kind of wiggle with it.
There you go.
And he's like, you can play around, have a good time, you know, like do what you want to do. But if you do it wrong, I'll kill you. So anyway, grip the vibraphone on both sides.
Go. Vibra slap. Get that going.
Vibra slap. Da, da, da. Oh man, we were tangoing. We were doing the Vibra slap tango. Wait, I'm so impressed. I'm so impressed. This dude has such aura. That dude had so much, absolutely so much power in him. Real Jareth energy, absolutely. I would play Dance Magic Dance on stream right now, but I don't want to get my VOD muted. So, happy affiliate anniversary! Thank you, Melissa. It's nice to see you. Thank you so much for the kind words. That's not your first time chat. I feel like I missed your name in the chat though. So hello, welcome in. It's nice to see you. Thank you for helping me celebrate my fake affiliate anniversary, which normally happens in like October. Because my first stream was in September, and I got affiliate 1 month from my first stream. So I don't know why it celebrates it in December. I don't know. Twitch won't let me change it. So it's not something a Jedi would teach you. Yeah, no, it's not something a Jedi would teach you. The Vibra Slap is your new favorite instrument. I'm telling you this. And I can't say no. I can't say no. I'm not allowed to. Hasper, Lumina, Lightwing, Deciduous, Temporary, Alexandria, Mimi, Vivian, Moet, Choco, Toka, Haba. Now everything is better than expected. First driver for time and 10 minutes later. Taco, Father, Gratatoria, Lilyhoof. You stop threatening your viewers. Never. Never. I would never. I would sooner stop the sun from spinning around the planet. I can't do that. I would sooner enrounden the earth. I would not do this thing. I would not do this thing for you. I'm sorry. I will threaten my viewers until the day that I die. I love that people insist on using your full name today. I asked them to, Noelle. It's my affiliate anniversary. It's very important to treat me with proper respect, Noelle. And so I demand it. I am to only be addressed by my true magically binding full name today. Potate, hey! Thank you for giving us something Super Plink. Super Plink, a super cool music artist who helped us with the Fix Fairy fundraiser. Literally the best instrument, contrabass flute. That's just a haunting log that you blow through. But sorry, I got a shield potion. It's important to treat Hesper, Lumina, Lightwing, Deciduous, Temporary, Alexandria, Mimi, Vivian, Moet, Choco, Toka, Haba. Now everything is better than expected. First driver for time and 10 minutes later. Taco, Fetch, one over to Big Gratatoria, Lilyhoof with respect. It's true. It's true. It's important to treat me with respect. Jugama. It's Hesper, Lumina, Lightwing, Deciduous, Temporary, Alexandria, Mimi, Vivian, Moet, Choco, Alexandria, Mimi, Vivian, Moet, Choco, Toka, Haba. Now everything is better than expected. First driver for time, 10 minutes later. Taco, Fetch, one over to Big Gratatoria, Lilyhoof's affiliate anniversary. So we need to call Hesper, Lumina, Lightwing, Deciduous, Temporary, Alexandria, Mimi, Vivian, Moet, Choco, Toka, Haba. Now everything is better than expected. First driver for time and 10 minutes later. Taco, Fetch, one over. You ran out of space in the Twitch message. Pasted it twice. So I can't call you mine? Oh, no, you can. I did say that twice now. Thrice am I invoked. I must call you Hesper, Lumina, Lightwing, Deciduous, Temporary, Alexandria, Mimi, Vivian, Moet, Choco, Toka, Haba. Now everything is better than expected. First driver for time and 10 minutes later. Taco Cloth, I just want to be okay, Gratatoria, Lila. There's a hard part in that now. Hesper, Lumina, Lightwing, Deciduous, Temporary, Alexandria, Mimi, Vivian, Moet, Choco, Toka, Haba. Now. That part's hard. The rhythm of that is hard. On this day, Feykind received a grim reminder. We did. That's, sometimes we insist upon things, and we do pranks, It's just a prank, bro. But then we get pranked, and that's what happens. Sometimes a fairy prank could go bad. Sometimes a fairy prank could go like, oh no, why did I do that? Why did I make them do that? This was foolish. And now the magic is set. Now I can't undo it. You can't undo that kind of spell. Sorry, but that command is exclusive to beret-wearing frogs. Are you beret-wearing frogs? If so, I will add you to the command list. But I believe you are dog. If you are dog, Power Shot is not yours. Fae-kind knew that Fae could not change society. An individual Fae, no. Actually, no, I think it's the reverse. Like mankind knows that man cannot change society, but many people together can, you know? But like with Fae, it's the opposite. If all the Fae work together, we get nothing done. But if it's just one of us, we're actually very powerful. Unregistered Hesper Cam. Yeah, correct, Noelle. Correct. Thank you for reading that correctly. Magna's single responsibility, pelting Hesper in the forehead. Magna has 2 responsibilities, but the other one we haven't shown yet because we haven't done the site refresh yet. We have a big site refresh for positivity.space coming up. And there's going to be a lot of cool stuff to show that you just haven't seen yet. I'm looking forward to sharing it. They made a sequel to Unregistered Hesper Cam. Yeah, shareware. I'm shareware. You want to install the full version? You got to pay me $20. You could call this phone number and we'll give you an unlock code. We'll give you the password, or we'll mail you some 3.5-inch floppy disks. If you call this phone number and give us your credit card information, we'll give you the floppy disks. 2 of us can make some chaos. That's true, Compy! 2 of us are a mess. You ever see that? There's this short by, what is the guy's name? I can't remember. There's a dude who reads like D&D Tumblr posts in a really good voice. And then there's a dude who animates them. Punky Doodles? And there's one that's like, story about 2 fairies, and a child arrives in the fairy realm, and one of them says, "You are the chosen one. You are set to defeat the evil wizard and free us from oppression. Go now, chosen one." And this little kid shows up to defeat the evil wizard and is immediately obliterated. And then the other fairy goes like, "You gotta stop telling them that shit. You're getting them killed." And then the first one goes, "Well, it's bound to be true for one of these little fuckers eventually." That's me and you, Compy. I'm really feeling that's me and you. Would you absolutely like to join me in Enum and send some children to their dooms? Because I think that sounds like fun. I mean, the world is full of isekais. There's a mushroom circle. People just keep pouring out of it. More every day. Thank you for the happy affiliate anniversary, Alexandria. Hi, one of the very, very kind, very generous donors for the Fix Fairy fundraiser. Clap, clap, clap for Alexandria. That's a clap for Alexandria. Hello, welcome in. It's nice to see you. I hope you're having a good day. What am I missing? Who am I missing in chat? I feel like someone else came in too. I'm scrolling down. Nope, just Gombi. The Trans Fairy Godmother. That's like the Trans-American Railroad, but the Trans Fairy Godmother. Yeah. It's a title. But I'm not your mother. I'm not your mother. I'd be a really bad mom, actually. I'd be like, "Hey, do you want to be the chosen one?" And they'd be like, "Okay, mommy, I trust you." And I'd be like, Trains Fairy, you love I love public transit. Trains Fairy, I'm transgender, and I'm your companion fairy, here to deliver you from point A to point B across a small body of water, small to medium-sized body of still water. The Trains Fairy. I'm here to deliver your locomotives across a small to medium-sized body of water for a small fee. We run at regular intervals. You thought I was saying fairy? Oh, this is awkward. No, I'm a transit VTuber. I'm an anthropomorphic fairy. That's why I have these pontoons. These glowing blue pontoons. Trains Fairy, is she autistic? Yes. She is. And she does like trains. So there's some stuff, right? I've gone through some phases in my life. Went through a Looney Tunes phase, went through a trains phase. Some of my friends, right? Some of my friends are really into trains, right? And I don't want to steal their stick. But if there is like a game from like, let's say before the year 2005 about building like train tracks, or a game in which you can build train tracks and set up an efficient system of transit for it, like a metropolitan area, I've played it. I've played the tabletop games. I've played the PC games. I've played them all. I really do like trains, actually, because not the trains themselves, but I like setting up networks of things, and I like automation. So I like scheduling things and making all the pieces work together. I could have been a civil engineer. But instead, I became an idiot. I love that shit. Listen, if you've seen my dwarf fortresses, you'd agree with me. If you've seen my dwarf fortresses, if you've seen my sim cities, if you've seen my skylines cities, if you've seen my factorios, I'll have to stream that sometime. I'll have to stream something like mind-numbing like that. Pepper, we should play Satisfactory. Magna, would you like to play Satisfactory with me anytime, ever? I love Satisfactory. Show us your city skylines. It's not installed right now. It's not installed, and I don't know if I still have my save. Magna, I would love to play something with you, on or off stream. It's up to you. You can join me on stream any day of the week, Froggy, but if you want to do it offline too, I'll make some time. I would love to hang out with you. Satisfactory looks like a game where you start and then it's 12 hours later. That's my kind of game. Weems, that's my game. Any game that you can start and then end 12 hours. I got into Age of Wonders 4 recently. That's my current fascination, Age of Wonders 4. It is so dense and so heavy that you have to eat. It's like eating a super rich chocolate cake. Like, you have to put it down sometimes. But you never stop thinking about that cake and enjoying how delicious it was, right? So I've been playing Age of Wonders 4. I made the 5 great dragons that came here from beyond the stars as characters. I made 5 different factions, because you can make custom factions. I made the 5 from the lore video. Ajax and Aphion and Baronot and etc, etc. I made all 5 of them. They exist now. They have lore because of Age of Wonders 5, and I can play as them. I'm going through playing a game as each of them against 4 CPUs, actually. Okay, Happer, I really, really want to make a city building game that actually runs well, because City Skylines 2 runs shit, and even City Skylines 1 could run better. Skylines 2 got more optimization in the patches. There was the issue with the teeth, where it was like, I don't know, 600 triangles per citizen, because they had fully modeled teeth for some reason. And it was trying to render all of that. I don't know why they would do that, but they've apparently patched it since then. Your one problem with Satisfactory, you come back to your save the next day and wonder what the hell were you even trying to do here? No, I feel that too. That's why I stay up late, to make sure I get stuff planned out. You want to make a big boob mod for it for Satisfactory? You don't have, I mean, it probably wouldn't be super hard to do, but you're wearing like an environment suit in that game. That's like going to Moonbase Alpha and being like big boob mod for Moonbase Alpha. Even after all the patches, it runs way worse than the first game. Oh, well, that makes sense. I mean, it's iterated, right? So it's got more stuff in it. You had mods for, ironically, Fallout 4 that let you run a baby version of Satisfactory. It was awesome. Okay, Fallout 4 city building. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna let you in on a thing. And also, let me. Hi, Mr. Bloom here. You can call me Bloomy. That's fine. 1 snoot for snoofles, 2 pokers for hitting, 2 floopers for listens, and 1 big swoosher around back for table. That's kobolds. Okay, I need you to understand something. I need you personally to understand something. And what I need you to understand is that the Kobold Construction Crew, the Kobold Construction Guild, our crew, thank you for this now, exists because I adore anything that gives me a building mechanic. Anything that gives me a building mechanic is good. Things that give me a building mechanic with a practical outcome. Marin, stop singing! I'm streaming! Marin, no! Anything that gives me a practical output to the things that I am building. Automation, like in PlateUp. Or building houses for civilians, like in Fallout 4 or Terraria. I will not do anything else in that game. Dragon Quest Builders? Do you know that this is like the ideal game for me? And I have only streamed it once? The Kobold Construction Guild exists because of this. If there is a build to be builded, I will build it. and I will do so to the exclusion of everything else. Sometimes an MMO will give me a housing system, and I won't do anything else. Unless they make me, I won't do anything else. Anyway, thank you for your snack, Val. There's more eggs in the back if you want some. I'm gonna give you back to your fairy now. That's a kobold. That's a kobold. It's true. That was a kobold. I primed her up. I got her ready for Scaly Saturday, but she didn't need to be here at the end of the day, so. Eggs in the back. Eggs in the back. That's how I like them. Eggs in the back. That sounds dirty, but I don't know what it would mean. You built every single Fallout 4 settlement up to be a self-sustained micro-city. The only thing you couldn't figure out was the Vault Builder DLC. I also did this, Weems. I wonder if I still have my save file. I played on a very legitimate copy of it before I got the Steam version, so I wonder if I still have my save file. But absolutely, a self-sustained microcity to the point where it was crashing pretty regularly because of the way I had built things. Everything had a wall, everything had turrets and defenses, everything had all of the resources. Crack, 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 the eggs in the back. Yeah. So yeah, that's kind of the vibes. Anyway, you feel this. Your hubby groans and can't watch you play Fallout 4 since all you do is build their homes. It's just so satisfying. It's just so satisfying, Teacup. It's the feeling of being able to step back and go, yeah, I made that, is really satisfying. And to have it have a functional purpose, to look back and go, the thing that I put together is working and doing a thing now. I created a thing that now does something. That's the ideal. Art is art for art's sake. That's great. That's fine. You can decorate a beautiful house. But at the end of the day, I'm always thinking about function. I'm thinking about inviting people over. I decorated my house in Final Fantasy XIV thinking I was going to have people over. And imagining ways in which I was going to interact with people and creating spaces to interact with people. I never did, but that was the design mentality the whole time. You love a town/settlement builder? I can't stop it. I can't stop with it. Dragon Quest Builders is great if you haven't played it. DQB. DQB 2 has less of a good plot line, but has much better gameplay, so. The only housing system you ever liked was WildStar. Especially stuff in Fallout 4 you kind of bounce. WildStar player housing is basically World of Warcraft player housing. I don't know if you've seen the videos for the WoW housing, but it's basically the WildStar housing. Just in Azeroth. But it has the neighborhood system from, I don't want to say Final Fantasy XIV because it's less restrictive. It's more like the neighborhood system from Lord of the Rings Online, where there's an infinite number of neighborhoods and there's no house scarcity. So you don't have to fight for houses. You haven't been back to WoW since Lich King. Did you know you can be a little fox guy in it now? Did you know they did a really long plot line involving the Eldritch and unknowable betentacled beings from beyond the stars? Did you know that they're culminating that plot line? We're on expansion number 2 out of the 3 that they're using to wrap up the Void plot line. Midnight is coming out shortly, and Housing Early Access is in. You can get a house now. And the whole plot line is Psychic Space Squids. You also heard someone go on a long rant about the Jailer. I can talk about the Jailer. I played Shadowlands. I can talk about the damn Jailer. House scarcity made you too scared to try for a house in 14. I mean, try, especially with the housing lottery system. What I don't understand, Final Fantasy 14. What I don't understand is why there is scarcity. I understand if you have a limited space because that creates a sense of immersion. It creates a sense of solidity, that you can't just conjure a house up out of the ether, that these are real things that exist somewhere, right? That's an immersive thing. And the answer to this is the Ultima Online answer, in my opinion, where you just give people a landscape, create a new unsettled continent for player-run cities. That's the best answer, right? Make your expansion pack actually expand the game, right? But I think the solution that Final Fantasy XIV has is that the neighborhoods just have different instances, so there's multiple copies of each neighborhood running. So why is scarcity a thing? If they're gonna already make multiple copies of the neighborhood, why not just make more? server load? Those players are logged in either way. You want them to be logged in, right? You made sure to create all the farms and places till you couldn't. Yeah, that's farming. Farming in a city builder, farming in like a settlement builder, or in a city sim is always the best. It's always the best. Also, Soda Pop, thank you for the alert. Please enjoy. But no, I could talk about the jailer in World of Warcraft. I could talk about the jailer. I could talk about how Sylvanas got character assassinated. I don't like Sylvanas, but she got character assassinated. She got ruined. I don't know how many of you have played World of Warcraft out there, but World of Warcraft does this storytelling thing called Rule of Cool, and that is like their actual design philosophy. They get all the people up in a room and they LARP stuff out to see what sounds cool. And then they write it down, and that's how they write their plot. And I'm not joking. That's an actual thing they talked about at BlizzCon during, I think, Shadowlands. They LARP it out in the writer's room. They get there with, like, play swords and say dramatic lines at each other, and whatever's cool is what they write around. And it's such, like, a playing with your action figures and your dolls kind of mentality. But it works for what World of Warcraft is, right? It's not supposed to be an intense emotional narrative like Final Fantasy is. Although they do want a piece of that pie, they're unwilling to commit to it, and they keep doing the Rule of Cool shit. And that's what happened to Sylvanas. In Warcraft 3, an old top-down war game from Blizzard, before they became ABK, before they got acquired by Activision, there is a character named Sylvanas Windrunner, and she's an elf. And she is one of the leaders of the elf faction. And then you play as the undead guy. You play as Prince Arthas, the corrupted prince who fell to Frostmourne, the corruptive cursed blade, and you go all Elric on her. And you kill her with the sword when you're playing in his campaign, and you resurrect her as a banshee and make her kill her own people. And she's miserable, but you can't say no. It's like a horrible, horrible, undeathly fate, right? And that's Sylvanas Windrunner. But World of Warcraft is based on that lore. So Sylvanas was one of the creations of the Banshee King, then went independent, and there's like a whole schism within the undead between, like, there's the undead scourge that you were, and then there's the Forsaken who are not part of the scourge, and then there's a schism within the Forsaken. It's like a whole thing, right?
Frostmourne hungers?
Frostmourne hungers. Did you know? Did you know, Higgs, that Frostmourne hungers? And that is so fun. I agree that that's fun. I disagree that that should be how you write the main plot for your multi-billion-dollar international fantasy franchise. But it's fun. It's a fun way to make something with your friends, you know? So the short version is that Sylvanas at one point became the leader of the Horde. Through contrivance and happenstance, the troll who was in charge of it got killed by a cursed blade and could not get healed. And so the voices in the dark whispered to him that he should name Sylvanas the war chief. And so he did. He listened to the voices. And it turns out, spoilers, those voices were bad voices instead of the good voices he thought they were. And they were from the void, and they were nasty. And it was all part of this evil plan by a dude named the Jailer. So Sylvanas goes on a ramble. She goes on a rampage, rather. Sylvanas declares war on life itself, and the Horde becomes a destroying thing. The Horde, following Sylvanas, although there are grumbles of resentment, they are honor-bound to listen to their war chief, and so they start doing things like burning down the home of the Night Elves, their big old tree Tildrassil. She was like, burn it to the fucking ground. Why? War crimes. I don't know. And Sylvanas went so far off the deep end. So her lore prior to this was, who am I? Who are my people? We're not members of the Scourge, but we're undead, and we need to find ways to, like, survive. Because the world hates us, everyone misunderstands us, but we deserve the right to exist. How do we make more? We can't procreate, so we gotta raise people from the dead to make more Forsaken. And that's really freaking everybody out. So how do we make this happen? And she was concerned for her people. And she was like haunted by her memories of her life and her two sisters, Verisa and Ilaria. But at the end of the day, she was the queen of the Forsaken, and so she needed to lead the Forsaken, and that was her responsibility. She had duty, right? She had a sense of duty. And so she declared war on life and killed everybody for no reason. And then she kept going, fuck you, I know better than you. And she just kept committing further and deeper atrocities, like torture and poisoning her own people to win not even to win a battle, but just because she lost, she didn't want the Alliance to take Undercity, so she nuked the whole thing. All of her own people included. And why? she always acted like she had some reason. Also, hi Ray, welcome in. Thank you for the happy affiliate anniversary. So why did Sylvanas do all this? Well, it wasn't just that she had gone nightmarishly insane, although that was the case. Much like they tried to do with Illidan, they tried to do a thing where the villain was doing horrible, unspeakable things, but then turn around and go, well, actually, I had a reason for this, and you're wrong. And that's the narrative they went with. Why did Illidan Stormrage torture and kill countless members of an alien species and enslave their ghosts to serve him? Why did he convert and corrupt their purest and most sacred place into like a sex dungeon for succubi? Well, because he knew better, and the bad guys were coming. The real bad guys were coming, and we had to be ready for it. And even if your sissy-ass alliance wasn't willing to do what needed to be done, and Illidan he ended his story as a good guy, and I fucking hate that. And that so upset me. And Velen looked at him and called him old friend. I'm like, no, he's not your friend. He enslaved and killed your people. But they wanted the cool, edgy guy to have been right all along, so they did that with Sylvanas too. The jailer, as it turns out, is this ancient and unknowable, super powerful entity, one of the gods of the afterlife, basically, in World of Warcraft. Had declared to Sylvanas that it was the best thing to do to kill as many people as possible and send them to super hell instead of just the regular afterlife. So she had to break the afterlife and send as many people as possible into a thing called the Maw. And that's definitely something Sylvanas fell for. She's like, oh, okay. Yeah, I'm undead, and being undead is bad, and death sucks and is sad and scary. So let's do super death instead? Because that'll fix everything. And that's what the jailer said. He said, yeah, we'll fix everything if we do this. And then she got tricked, obviously. This was false. The jailer just wanted power. And she was like, oh, fuck. I can't believe I've fallen for this. And I was like, nah, you're supposed to be smart. You're supposed to be independent and powerful. But no, they character assassinated her. They made her go deeply, deeply war crimes insane. And boy, oh boy, the trade chat and Orgrimmar did talk about this a lot. War crimes. Well, you can't do crimes. It's a war. Anything is allowed. You're supposed to kill the person. Oh boy, there were some real rancid takes that the moderators did not care about. Whoa, I remember trying to play during that. So anyway, Sylvanas did pretty dirty as a character. I don't like her, but she did pretty dirty as a character. She got so cheapened and so character assassinated. And then they started setting up this thing with the true like inheritor, the Princess of Lordaeron. What's her name? I can't think of her name off the top of my head. I can't think of her name off the top of my head, but she's undead, but like kind of nice. And she was all about like using the light to free the undead from their shackles and let them continue on, you know, whatever her name was. Thank you so much for the happy affiliate anniversary. Thank you, Lady Luck. Welcome in, welcome in. It's nice to see you. War crimes insane, much worse than run-of-the-mill insane. Yeah, war crimes insane, much worse than run-of-the-mill insane. Also, the jailer had domination magic, in which they did Anduin dirty too, but at least Anduin has trauma about it. And I know that's such a weird thing to say, but at least they addressed that with the gravity it deserved. When Anduin got corrupted and turned into a Death Knight against his will and forced to do evil things, the same thing that happened to Sylvanas happened to Anduin. He got turned into a Death Knight and forced to do bad things against his will for a little bit. And only for a little bit, as opposed to for an entire war campaign. So like, and he was a ghost of a man following that for like 3 expansion packs. And that was cool. Because, and I don't think they're smart enough to do anything with that parallel. But I do think the parallel exists. Of Anduin could have learned some sympathy for what Sylvanas was going through, and they could have done an arc where we become sympathetic towards Sylvanas because we see what torture she endured, right? But they won't do it because they're World of Warcraft, and whatever is cool in the moment is what they will do, and they will forget all the plot lines they've set up in order to do it. And that's the way the writing has been since, like, Legion. Sissy Ass Alliance sounds like fun. The Volpera are part of the Horde, so I need to be clear, I'm a Horde player, but I want to live in a nice house instead of a weird mud hut, and this is a problem they're encountering with the player housing now. People are literally using the housing system to build like the Horde-style housing, and then build like a regular house around it out of pieces of wood to make it not look like garbage. And I think Blizzard is gonna see, oh, maybe players don't want to live in a mud hut covered in razor blades. Yeah, they stole her agency again, Bagel. No, you're right. Are you a Warcrafter, Bagel? Are you a fan of this cursed franchise like I am? Like, all the agency she had from breaking from Arthas was retconned by It's Always Been the Jailer. Yeah, she literally rips the helm of the Lich King in half. Like, what a cool moment of incredible agency, but it wasn't her. It wasn't hers, and it never was. As someone that knows nothing on WoW, this is neat to hear about lore for a game you don't know. So let me tell you about my WoW guild, Potate. Sorry, I gotta scroll down through. Here. I'm missing so much chat. You used to be a mythic. You were a mythic raider? Bagel? I didn't know this about you. Oh, damn. Oh, that's rad, actually. Also, thank you, Zero, and happy Fairyversary. Thank you. It's my fake Fairyversary. My actual one is in October. We skipped it because I was asking you for so much already. But today's the day Twitch chooses to celebrate it, and it won't let me change the date for some reason, so. Even a video game has a housing crisis. I mean, 14 does, for sure, has a housing crisis. Joyeux anniversaire d'affiliation. Thank you, Pyrox. I appreciate you. Thank you for dropping in. You're outing yourself as un français. I don't speak any French, but welcome in. It's nice to see you. Thank you, Pyrox. You used to organize and help run raids in Lich King for your uncle's guild too. No way, Bagel. No way, Babel. That's rad. Also, yes, Click Flint. EverQuest 2 housing is one of my favorite housings because you could make a whole city. Some of the EverQuest 2 housing is just a zone map that you can build on. It's just like, you want Antonica? You want your player house to be Antonica? All of Antonica? Sure. Here you go. Build whatever the fuck you want here. And I thought it was really cool to give players that much agency. But you want to be a Haranir so bad? The Haranir is such your vibes too. So we've alluded to the lore that the trolls and the elves come from a single genetic ancestor and they split sometime in antiquity, right? And that trolls and elves are cousins, distant cousins. The Haranir are that shared ancestor. Finally, you can be the Haranir. So, I want fucking dryads. Let me show you this. Wow, dryad. No, you know what? I don't even need to be on the screen. I can just do this. I want these to be playable. Save image. Here. These are so iconic to Warcraft and its lore. Why can't I be this? Ian Hazakostas, you made fun of me on Twitter one time. Why can't we be this in your game? I really, really need to know because they're so iconic. Oh, you couldn't wear legs or boots. Gray out the slots. I don't need that gear. I really don't. I don't care about it. Let me grind up items and turn them into bangles or something. You know? Give me, instead of boots, give me bangles, and instead of pants, give me a drape. Make 5 different models for each of them and just recolor them based on the gear that I'm equipping. I don't care. I don't care if it doesn't have a visual at all. I just want to be this. Listen, we dealt with, like, the Hrothgar not being able to wear hats. We don't care. We just want to be the cool thing. No mount? Yeah, it is the mount. No flying mount? So what if, okay, what if though? What if, I don't know. What if I could sprout wings? You know, I don't know. It's like the Tauren with planes running, but the Tauren can ride mounts.
Over 5 years of HEPA. Here's to 5 more amazing years and potentially 5 more final true forms. One that definitely won't be a centaur.
Carnage! Carnage, how dare you! This is indirectly responsible for one of my almost rebrands, by the way. Carnage, thank you so much for dropping in. It's nice to see you, dude. I'll see you later. Well, I don't know if you're coming out today, but tomorrow, I'll see you tomorrow. Carnage, thank you so much, gamers. Shout out to Classic Carnage, one of the founding members of Positivity, an amazing, amazing friend. My little bro, your quality pal and mine. I'm gonna have a little more sippy sip. Oh, yummy caffeine. You have a solution for the mounts. Just add a flat platform on top of the basic mount shapes the little deer part could lay down on. I mean, alternatively, make it like a polymorph. Give yourself Treat it like the Worgen, where they have a human form too. Let me become briefly a night elf when I need to ride a mount. And just cover my legs in flowers or whatever to differentiate. I wouldn't be mad at that. I think that would be rad. Maybe they get a spell to sprout wings. Now that would be the shit. That would be the absolute shit. I would be so into that. Or like let us run on like a rainbow or something. I don't know. You be creative. You remember me saying I liked Lilia in League? So Lilia is the reason I almost had a rebrand. I started drawing it. I never finished any art of it. But when I was the fawn, I spent most of my time trying to be anything other than the fawn. But if you looked at this model, and from the waist down I was a deer, and I was a servitor, you would not think twice about that, would you? You wouldn't think fucking twice about that. Also, remember this model? It looks so different compared to the fairy model's just so good. One of the things I was talking to my model artist about was how to rig up a centaur style body for this model. So it's a little jarring, yeah. It's so different stylistically, but like the artistry on this model is so clean. And good old Totidoki loved to rush and leave things unfinished, so. You just wish you could be a warlock panda? Can they not yet? I thought they could. I thought they could now. The fairy model's so good. Listen, I have, wrong button. I have, how much do I want to say about this? There's some stuff I've been working on behind the scenes, and I shared some of it in a few places that a couple of my friends are, and I don't know if I'm ever going to show it. But it would involve getting another model, and that hurts because I love this model so much. And like, I'll air a little bit behind the curtain since we're in ad break. Behind the scenes, my fairy rebrand has done very badly. My numbers have dropped off like 30% compared to when I was a kobold. But like, it's more authentic. This is me, you know? And it feels like this is me. It's ever since I was the cowgirl, I haven't had that moment where I really resonated with what I was seeing on screen until the fairy. So, but yeah, no, the fairy just doesn't perform as well as the kobold. Like, just statistically, if I showed you the numbers, you'd be like, what? And I know Twitch changed its reporting stuff, but there's some things that they haven't changed, and they're definitely performing less well. So anyway, well, let me be dryads, you cowards. Lilia in League of Legends is based on a WoW dryad because League of Legends is a riff on Dota. Dota originated as a mod for Warcraft 3. So some of the character designs in Dota became the designs in World of Warcraft, became the designs in League of Legends, and so it's all linked. There's a narrative through line from the dryads in World of Warcraft to Lilia. She's basically just one of them. Also, Ed, thank you so much for dropping in. Thank you for the happy affiliate anniversary. It's my fake affiliate anniversary. The actual one's in October, but it won't let me change the date. So thank you so much. You got mad at Blizzard for off-stream reasons and for the shit show that Shadowlands was. I can think of a lot of very good reasons to be mad at Blizzard. And this is the thing I talk about on stream. We talk about nuance, right? We talk about seeing all facets of an issue. I'm not talking about centrism. I'm talking about nuance. I'm talking about understanding the intricacies of things and being mad for the right reasons. But you can appreciate the good and also criticize the bad at full force. You're allowed to do that. So stuff like World of Warcraft, happy fake affiliate anniversary, thank you. Stuff like World of Warcraft is lousy with this. It's the same with like Wizards of the Coast. It's like we were appreciating the good and condemning the bad at the same time, and Wizards just crossed like a tipping point for me, and I don't want to work with them anymore until they kind of make good on some stuff. But I want to appreciate the good stuff that Blizzard did. Heroes of the Storm #1 was great. Heroes of the Storm was great, Ching. It's a little life supporting now, but Heroes of the Storm was like League of Legends that wasn't afraid to take chances. And League has gone a weird way with cheap knockoff quality versions of their own main assets. And like, the monetization schemes are really, really hurtful. I also had Lunara in Heroes of the Storm. Oh, if that game had got another chance. Yeah, I mean, it is still there. Lunara is not my kind of playstyle. I played the Lost Vikings in Heroes of the Storm. I almost exclusively play Lost Vikings, if that tells you anything. We should play it together sometime. You want to play with a Lost Vikings player who is bad at micromanagement? My APM are very low. You played HOTS too, Alexandria? Okay, no, hold on. I'm getting off topic. I'm digressing here. World of Warcraft, operated and owned by Activision Blizzard King, ABK, right? Has been the subject of considerable controversy. ABK in particular is subject to a number of deserved criticisms. Union busting, supporting extremely harmful political movements, the involvement with politics in other countries even. Like ABK has allegedly been up to some real mischief. Firing tons of employees, mistreatment of people around the office, and particularly in Blizzard, sexual harassment, misogyny being rampant, sexual harassment to the point where, like, some NPCs in the game that were named after developers got renamed because those developers got accused of, like, being sex pests or actual rapists. So, like, McCree in Overwatch got renamed to Cole Cassidy because McCree was the name of one of the developers who was later alleged in this sexual assault lawsuit. So I don't know what came of that. I don't know if anything came of that, but I will say they had to shift gears because the company had so many problems. And those are very real, very valid problems. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Glade. It's wonderful to have you. My name is Hesper Lightwing, and I am your companion fairy. Here to fill up your hearts and help you lock on, if I can do it. There it is. To slay your way to a brighter day. Anyway, it's nice to meet you. So Blizzard, on the other hand, some of this may be signaling, right? Thank you, Nymonia, for the sub.
Happy affiliate anniversary.
Nymonia. It's my fake affiliate anniversary. I actually celebrated in October, but Twitch will let me change the date. But thank you for helping me celebrate it. So talking about. Yeah, that was the reason for the name change to Cassidy. That's why he's called Cassidy now. That's why Matthew Mercer no longer plays Cowboy McCree. Same with Alex Afrasiabi, I think is the name. And Frasiabi in World of Warcraft. And there was one other name too that they changed. Anyway, the point is, the real point. Also, thank you so much for dropping in. Thank you for the lurk. I appreciate you. The point I'm trying to make here is that Blizzard, with World of Warcraft, has done some good things too. They have done a couple of good things, and I feel like those are worth pointing out. There is a transgender main story character in Shadowlands. Straight up trans character, trans masquerade. And a couple of side quests, including trans people, queer people, same-sex marriages, same-sex couples are rampant in World of Warcraft now since Shadowlands. They have adjusted their staffing and hiring policies in order to kind of resolve the issues that they were having because they got exposed, they got caught, and so now they're doing a little better. And it's not the right motivation to do better, but they do better. Queer and non-binary and people of color people are hired at the Blizzard offices, even in positions like writer. And you see this in some of the storylines. You see this in some of the marketing. You see this in most of their promo videos now too, where they have a developer on to talk about stuff. They put a trans girl on main stage at E3, or no, it was video game. Was it Gamescom? It's one of them. They put a trans girl on main stage in a World of Warcraft video. It's a fucking trans girl right there, and she looks terrified to be recording in that video because it was like a real spike of heat against trans people. But they gave her center stage and let her talk to the camera. And I think that was a really good move. Warcraft keeps trying to pull you back. So I think when it comes to... I try not to ascribe to absolutism. I try not to be a centrist. Like, obviously, have your principles and stick to them. But, like, I try not to be an absolutist when it comes to stuff like that. When the employees of ABK were calling for a boycott, I boycotted. When they were calling for absolute refusal, I absolutely refused. But a boycott helps only when the organizers of the boycott are organizing a boycott. And I want to be real clear with you. It's a technique by which you can reduce demand for a product. It's one tool in the revolutionary's playbook. A boycott reduces demand. But sometimes, if they're like striking, for example, they need demand to not be reduced in order for their strike to be more effective. So sometimes they need you to keep using the product and let it fail so that they come. This is, I feel like there is a very kind of one-track mentality towards this sort of thing of like, I refuse to engage with anything that has ever wronged me. And like, that's your choice for sure. But I think a little bit of nuance goes a long way. That's kind of my point here. Excuse me. Afrosiabi was the guy behind story during Shadowlands. That makes sense then. That makes a lot of sense. Sylvanas did so dirty. And I don't like Sylvanas, but like she has a lot of potential as a character, and there were a lot of cool parallels you could have explored, a lot of ways that you could have enriched her character, but the rule of cool writing is absolutely... Like, again, I've had an active WoW sub since Dragonflight. I've paid monthly for World of Warcraft since Dragonflight. I haven't played Dragonflight or anything that came after it. I just forgot to cancel. But I've had the sub. I logged in yesterday. But I don't want to play it. Hanatoro, hello, welcome in. Thank you so much for dropping in. Hello, hello. I agree, Hesper. Management may be horrible sociopaths, but they're still good people just working to make a fun experience for a huge audience. Gotta pick your battles. Gotta pick your battles. And I feel like when it comes to like a Starbucks boycott, that's different, right? That's a little different. Because it's like, that's a cup of coffee. That's not a salaried paycheck, you know? And if you get fired from a Starbucks, there's a billion other places you can work. And working for Starbucks, I don't know. It's nuanced and it's complicated, and I'm not saying it right. And I'm like listening to the things I'm saying and going, no, actually that's wrong. So I'm trying to find the right words. It hurts the company in a different way when it's a different kind of industry. A boycott works differently with a different kind of company. That's what I'm getting at. Excuse me. But yeah, no, I guess that's it. I guess that's my rant about World of Warcraft. It's still not the kind of game I want it to be, but they're adding housing, so I'm probably gonna check it out. I was gonna set up a guild. Well, like I have a guild. Oh, this is the thing I was gonna talk about. Hi, tag the otter. Hi, tag the otter. Mr. Otter, the Otterton. Hello. Hi. I love you. I adore you. I think you're great. I think you're charming. I think you're huge and amazing and powerful. Hi, Taggleton. I was talking about World of Warcraft. We were discussing the writing in it. I wanted to talk about the writing in World of Warcraft because I have a guild. I have a guild that I've been running since before I started being a VTuber. Our guild is the Order of the Candle. What is the Order of the Candle? Well, a couple of Pandaren got together and assembled the Order of the Candle. And it is a secretive, or I guess not really secretive, a mysterious and arcane order devoted to preserving the lore of Azeroth and the realms around it. The idea of when Blizzard retcons something, we remember the truth, and we have receipts. When Blizzard changes something like Illidan's Stormrage and his true motivations, and tries to tell us that we were wrong all along for fighting Illidan. No. We remember Black Temple, and we were doing like weekly raids. We were doing like old content raids where we would go through something like Black Temple and clear it out just so people could see the story. And we ran a guild like doing this for a while, the Order of the Candle. We illuminated the truths of the lore of Azeroth. And it was really fun to have a guild that was focused on exploring the lore and the little things you don't see normally in the game, like the writing behind like the dungeons, like Razorfen Crawl or whatever, like the way the NPCs are created, like really exploring and digging into the dialogue. It was a really neat concept. And that was my guild anyway. You need 10 unique accounts in the guild in order to make your own housing neighborhood, and I don't have that, so. Some folks left the guild when we shut down. We parted ways as people, and I now only have like 5 or 6 unique accounts in the guild, so. Don't get me started on Shadowlands. I would love to get you started on Shadowlands sometime. Heroes, I have an unfortunate truth to share with you. I'm sick today. I almost canceled stream today. I think I might need to go lay down. I think I'm starting to feel really bad. I really want to talk more about World of Warcraft, but I feel really, really sick right now. And I don't know if streaming is a good idea. Hi, hello. Hi. I think I'm gonna raid out. I'm sorry, everybody. I really wanted to do a stream today, but I am sick. I think I'm getting ill. So, I will keep you posted.
Take care of our friend.
Expanse Enduring still tomorrow, unless otherwise noted. But the room is spinning for me a little bit, so I think probably sitting upright is not gonna work out. So let's find someone to raid out to. You can never say that Hepper didn't do her best. Damn it! Damn it! Oh no, I'm just reading out.
Come to the land of OJ and rest with me.
Hi, Ilya, welcome in. Thank you so much for the raid. I'm just reading out. Local wolf girl in my area goes, awoo! Awoo! We love a local wolf girl. Hi, Ilya, thank you so much for the raid. It's nice to meet you. My name is Hesper Lightwing. I'm your companion fairy, and I'm sick as hell today, and I was actually just about to raid out. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Thank you so much for raiding and bringing your community by. Did you have a good stream? Did you have a good time? Like, was it a good stream? Did you win? Did you beat the bosses? I hope it went really well. I appreciate you so much. I don't want to leave right after a big raid. Oh, Prime 4, that's out. That's right, that's out. How is it? Are you liking it so far? Samus's big lesbian motorcycle adventure. Are you enjoying it? Awoo! You know, there's a comedian you should check out named Gianmarco Soresi who did Furpocalypse recently. Did stand up at Furpocalypse. And Mans can fucking howl. Mans has a howl on him. You are? It's fun? Hell yeah. Ilya, I'm gonna throw you a follow so that I can check out your content, and I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for rating it. God, I love your art, actually. Your banner art is great. Oh, rad. I'm sorry. We're gonna find someone to raid out to. Unless otherwise noted, Expanse Enduring will still happen tomorrow on twitch.tv/OceanX. That's the actual play of Sword World that we do, a tabletop RPG popular in Japan. Who are we gonna raid into? Because I gotta go lay down. I overestimated my ability to power through this, and I am starting to feel really sick. Let's do... You know who we could raid? You know who's doing like a really good run right now? How you feeling about some Pokemon? And another sweet pink trans person. How do we feel about this? How do we feel about Penny Senseless, who is a friend of mine who I love? She is a Cowlico. She's a cow and a cat. And she's a VTuber. She's got a beautiful 3D model, and she's currently doing a Pokemon Emerald randomizer. I randomized her Nuzlocke. And this is definitely the first attempt and not a second attempt at all. Gonna go lay down, right? No, what do we want to do? Thank you for the congrats, Thunderstorm. I appreciate that a lot. What's our raid message? First try Nuzlocke. Let's go. Here's a good raid message for you. And we'll grab a cow emote because Penny is part cow. That feels pretty good. If you don't have my emotes, that's okay. You can decorate this with whatever you want. I would love it if you would stick around for the raid. I'm sorry for such a short stream. It was not my intention to have such devastation. How very glib. But unfortunately, I feel sick as hell, so I'm gonna raid out. We're gonna give a lot of love to Penny instead. I would love it if you would grab that raid message, if you would say hello, if you would engage with her chat just a little bit, because she's a good streamer and she deserves a lot of attention and a lot of love. And she deserves your affection as well. Is that a Gaius ref?
How very glib. And for whom do you fight? And do you believe in Eorzea?
No, it's not. Who's Gaius? What are you talking about? Thank you, everybody. I really gotta go lay down.
A geisha's been imposed. Go
very,
lie down.
Suddenly very sick. I'll see you in Penny's chat. I'll be there in Penny's chat. Love you. I'm gonna go flutter off now. Over here.